Wow, this builder's pretty awesome. It's building my place for me. Sweet! Hey peeps, it's Andrakon. Today I'm going to see if I can finish off this main building here with a builder and an architect's table. Hopefully it'll go pretty well. I got everything I need for the architect's table, which is what you're going to need first. It's kind of complicated and kind of not in a way, so just get a hold of all this junk and you'll be fine. First thing I'm going to need is to make a template, which takes some paper and an ink sac. And just stick that over here for the moment. Next, I'm going to need to make a bunch of gears and pretty much upgrade those things clear up to diamond, which is going to take a lot of material and is ridiculously expensive. Oh no! My poor stuff. It's gonna be gone. Alright, anyway. There goes my diamonds. Oh, my poor diamonds. Alrighty, and see. Next, you need to make what's called a landmark. Just takes a redstone torch and a lapis lazuli right on top, and you get a landmark. And see, that looks like it's about everything I need for this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chuck all this junk in here where I need it. Need it right there. Okay, and I get an architect's table. Now this thing is fairly cute, but I gotta put it in the right spot and tell it where to pretty much I need to tell it what to build, basically, which I'm going to need a blueprint to do that. You can also use a template, but I specifically want a blueprint. The reason why is a template, it allows you to copy the shape of a building, for instance, but the architect's table can also allow you to copy every single block specifically rather than just a shape. So if you used a template, you would only get a shape, and you would only be able to pretty much make it out of one material, which would be a problem for me right now. Or if I used a this blueprint here, I can just copy every single block and it'll have to build exactly whatever the block was originally. Hopefully it'll play nice with the stairs. I have not played with this before, and hopefully it'll be okay. I just need to mark off all the everything, like all the corners for where I want this thing to copy, and I'm just trying to get there to the right spots right now. So I got this one floor here, and it's done, and it's done inside and out. You can see a little bit of it in there. It's got a little bit of decor. So I can just hopefully copy this whole thing and won't have to worry about it at all, which would be nice. See, I gotta get my button in the right position way over here. Okay, so with this particular landmarks, you need basically, if you're doing a cube area, you need 4 landmarks to mark it all off. And so you got 3 corners on the first plane, pretty much, and then 1 corner for the height. So pretty much X, Y, and Z. And it makes well, it takes a while. I mean, it's just the exact same as using that that other device I was playing around with, the clearer. It works the exact same way on the landmarks. So anyway, I'm just going to need this here. Right click that. I need to drop down there and right click this here, I think. There we go. And don't need you anymore. Okay, I'm just going to quickly double check, make sure I got all the parts of this properly. And see, look, so far this looks pretty good. And I got 1 extra by the looks of it, but it's not going to matter, I don't believe. I think just for my own personal sanity, I'm going to move this 1 block just inward, just a nudge right here. Get over there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Had to break the whole mess up. Okay, there we go. Put that back and re-click all this mess. Okay, click that, and there we go. Okay, that's the way I wanted it. And now I'm going to go ahead and place down the architect's table right there, and it's going to pop off all my little, whatever these blue things were again, landmarks, that's it. And let's see, looks like I lost some of them, but they're fairly cheap and easy to make, so I'll just get more if I need them. Okay, so it went ahead and put a blueprint there. Oh, that's my blueprint. Okay, it went ahead and put this this weird construction tape around the place, which is just what I really need, and it's ready to go. Just need to chuck a template right here, and it's going to chug along. Boosh, boosh. That'll work. Now, the next thing I'm going to have to build, after this thing is now blueprinted, which is cute, is the builder itself, and I'll have to probably play around with that to figure out how it works. I have not used a builder in literally about a year, almost, and I'd only ever played with it with a template, and I didn't even know about the ability to copy block per block until today, more or less, because I was looking into the subject because I needed it. So I'm going to drop down here, break my legs, say hi to the kitty. Hey kitty! Oh, poor kitty, running away. And I see, put this in the corner here. Here's all the other junk I need for the builder. It has a very, very similar recipe. Let me just go ahead and keep a stick here. The only difference is instead of using a template in the recipe, you use a chest instead. So, well, pretty simple. Still ridiculously expensive. Certainly not something you're going to use if you just started out, because you need 16 diamonds for this whole set, not to mention 16 gold and 16 iron. But, and some lapis, of course. But, you know, if you got it sitting around and you want to save yourself some time and some effort, you can go ahead and build some sweet stuff with this. Now, I don't know if the thing works with the micro blocks, which would be the cut up blocks from Red Power 2. So I'm not going to experiment with that just yet. Maybe later I'll do something. But currently everything I'm copying and building does not need it. Now, let's see. Now if I can figure out how to use this thing. Okay, I'm in the right position now, so I'll go ahead and play with this a bit. I'm just going to drop it right here, which is exactly above where I had the architect's table. And I'm just going to chuck in the blueprint right there. Oh, ooh, awesome. Okay, I don't need to mark anything else out or anything. And it tells me exactly what I need, and I like that. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I got some fences in there. Oh, I forgot about that. I also need to grab torches while I'm at it. Let's just go ahead and chuck all this junk in here and see if it ends up with enough. I probably need... yeah, I'm going to need some more of this stuff. See, I got about all that. So fences and torches and some more stone probably will do the trick. Let's see, stairs. Let's see, 168. I might need a bit more stairs too while I'm at it. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got plenty of those. Okay, I'll be right back with the rest of my junk. Okay, I got my junk, and just go ahead and throw some of this junk in here. Let's see, I don't know if it's actually going to tell me if it's got everything or not. So I'll just keep shoving some things in there for now. Hopefully that's enough. I really hope. So, next thing is you gotta power this thing, which is, that's okay. I got some steam engines, it'll keep it going. Let's see, let's do it like that, I guess. I'll actually pop this one off and put it on the other side. And that'll hopefully do the trick. I just need to chuck on some levers and fuel these guys. Oh, crap. Ah, don't knock me off, spider, jeez. That thing's vicious. The wildlife around here is just gonna rip me a new one. Holy crap. Hi. here. Okay, now if I stick a lever there, the power 2, that should work. Okay, split this thing up into 4s, and hopefully this thing will get done fairly fast if I use 4 engines. Now soon I'm going to be sticking in a better power plant. I can just run everything off of that, but we'll get to that shortly. Okay, ooh, okay, sweet. This thing's got a little hovering guy sitting over here, and he's building right away. Just dropping blocks here and there, and everything looks like it's properly placed, question mark, probably. Yes, okay, yeah, this looks right, I think. I don't know if it's working right with the stairs. I'm not sure. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if I had to put all my stairs in place by hand. But it kind of would suck, because it's supposed to be a stair right here. But those are easy to put in. Let's see if I can double check my stuff down there. Yeah, there was definitely supposed to be stairs. Okay, well, let's see if this thing does anything else right or wrong. Okay, push, push. I'll come back to this shortly. Well, the engine's heated up pretty good, so it's building a lot quicker, but it seems to be having a lot of blocks missing, strangely enough. I wonder if it has something to do with me pulling some of these blocks out of the equivalent exchange thing. That wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. Let's see, let me just try something with some of these. Need to go find a crafting table real quick. I'm just gonna try crafting a handful of these blocks that aren't quite working right, and I want to see if that works better, or if it decides it doesn't want them at all. I don't know. Let's see here. I'll just go ahead and craft some of these the regular way, and a whole bunch of stairs some proper way. I wonder if it'll go back and fix anything it missed. That'd be nice. And also I just really wonder about this thing. Does it work right? Alright, let's see if I can figure this out real quick. Before I die of falling damage, I better eat something. So, even if it doesn't work quite right, it's still going to save me some time, because I don't have to do as much. Still, it ain't working with the stairs at all right now. I don't know why that is. Could just be some like oddballed IDs with some of these blocks or something. Let's just chuck a handful of these in. Yeah, it looks like honestly it's probably the problem, because it's starting to put them in now. Okay, I guess it doesn't like some of the equivalent exchange blocks, pretty much. Now, you know, these are actually in the game blocks, but maybe the equivalent exchange recipe gave me a faulty version. Let's see, let me look around here. Yeah, that looks like that's the problem, alright. It filled in my stuff, by the looks of it. Hey, it's starting to put in the fences and other things, too. I wonder if I just didn't have enough in it. That makes me wonder. It's possible. Maybe I just didn't have enough stuff in it. And now it's like, now that I've filled it up with enough, it actually started building everything. Well, that's good news. One way or another, it's working now. Oh, jeez. Sometimes the best laid plans still go awry. So I've never played with this thing except once, and very briefly, just to see what it did. And that's so long ago. It was like maybe my 4th or 5th video I ever made doing that. I don't know, it's been a while. But hopefully it looks like it's doing okay now. That's definitely good news. Oh, thank you so much for working. I really didn't want to have to do all this by hand. That would have sucked so hard. Okay, well, it's probably about done. Some point in time soon I need to put an entrance into these levels, because currently there is no way in. But besides, you know, dirt blocking your way up. Let's see this from the top. Okay, yeah. it's just about finished here. That's pretty cool. I put a really awesome design into the floor here. It looks pretty sweet. Now it'll be covered up on the floor, but you'll be able to see it on the ceiling of the floor below. So this is all good news here. Okay, well, I'm happy with this today, and maybe I can actually almost finish this house today. That'd be nice. I still got to put an entrance down here, but most of the rest is almost done. Some more details I got to throw in there, but other than that, I think this thing finished. Yep, it's done. Sweet! Okay, now if I want to put another floor on, I just got to raise it up a little ways and do it all again. Let me go ahead and set this thing back up again with hopefully some more cess and less suck. Yes, sometimes I have success. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw some other things in this general area. Something cute. Because I want to start up on a factory, but like, you know, my own power plant so I can stop using these old crappy things. And I need to have a good power source for that, so why not like a peat farm for a whole buttload of peat-fired engines. Need to get some bog earth and stuff put together for that mess. But yeah, that should turn out pretty good. Then I can have a pretty much almost an infinite farm that just, you know, takes care of itself for the most part. I'll have to put some more crap in here though. So I need to make a couple machines, peat bog and a turberry, or however you say it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up these couple of machines here. Let's see, what was this thing? A carpenter? Alright, yeah. And the other one was something unpronounceable? Just about. Thermionic fabricator. Somehow I pronounced it. It's a miracle. Okay, I'll just chuck a little bit of stuff in here and throw on a switch. I gotta decide what to put in here. Let me think. Was it this thing that made the circuit boards? Maybe? Maybe. Okay, yeah, I believe it was this thing. So I need some redstone, a little bit of tin, and I need 2 of these small circuit boards. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And hopefully it'll do something sometime soon. What is this asking for anyway? Nothing important. Okay, maybe I needed glass, that's it. Oh yeah, crap, I forgot I hadn't used this in a while. I need some water. Just a little bit of water will work. I just need 2 of these things. And that'll work right there. Go ahead and turn you back on. Push! Push! So, I need to make 2 different machines. A peat bog, and I need to make, I already said it. It was a turberry. Blah. Oh jeez. Anyway, come on, push, gimme. I want my circuit board. It's almost ready. Come on, you can do it. Don't make me die of old age. Anyway, while I wait and die of old age, I actually went and bought myself a new mouse. Some of you guys, you know, might have noticed it was extremely loud clicking. Well, it might be ever so slightly less loud because it probably isn't going to make a huge difference because my microphone is just way too sensitive. This thing can hear a pin drop from across the, I don't know, state. I gotta have a room specifically just, you know, pretty much just a quiet room just so I can record without hearing everything. Okay, there we go. So I got my whole studio in my bedroom just to make sure. Oh yeah, a little bit of fuel in here might help, just a little. Okay, let's see, what did I need in here? Let's see, I think I needed, let me just look it up. Turberry right here. See, this one needs 3 tin electron tubes, and okay, no problem there. And the other thing was a peat bog that needs 3 copper electron tubes. Man, I love NEI just for that. Okay, this thing's getting warmed up, so I got some copper here. Now if I can remember how to make this, I think it was something like this, question mark, maybe? That might be it. Could be. I think this thing's almost up to snuff here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna need some of this. So, oh, actually, I only need one like that. Okay, let me pull this copper out of here and whip out some tin. Okay, there we go. One set of tin. And I got my copper and my tin electron tubes. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I just needed my bronze to make some sturdy machines, and where did my other small circuit boards went there? Okay. Alright, go ahead and make a couple sturdy machines here with some bronze, and we'll be good to go. Chuck goes in the center. I have one set of tin with some glass, like so, and a circuit board right here, and I'll have my turberry, and do the same thing with a copper, and I'll have my peat bog. Peat, it's boggy. That'll work. Peat bog, woo! Okay, and at least for the moment, I'm going to have to re-borrow these engines and their fuel. And of course these two, because I gotta put this stuff somewhere. I'm going to probably tower my way up to my next floor. Now, one of these corners I'd like to stick a way in. I'll probably stick it in this corner, maybe? So I guess I can just do it like this. Now, you can't really put any ladders on any of these stair blocks or any of these blocks here that are half two different kinds of blocks, but you can, I believe, grow some vines from a block that isn't like that, and it'll cover those, and then you can climb on it just fine. So here's my center block right there, and I need to stick the peat bog on that, so I'll just chuck it like there. That'll work, and now I need to power the thing, and I also need to put stuff in it. Looks like dirt and peat, apparently. Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and chuck this thing here for later, and put these right here, go ahead and fill them up with a little bit of fuel, and then I'll have to go ahead and figure out how to make some peat earth. I think it's pretty simple and easy to do. Now you just need a whole bunch of dirt and some other things. I'll have to go look. Maybe it was sand or something. Okay, what I was looking for was bog earth. Looks like there's a handful of different ways you can get a hold of it. Mulch, which I haven't got. Pulled out of a crate if you ever made one of those. You can also use a water cell or a water bucket. Now, I'll probably use a water cell just because it gives you some more bog earth. And, well, it'll be a little, you know, quicker, easier for me to make this thingy. Could just use a bucket, but otherwise I just need sand and dirt, so that's pretty simple. I think I got some sand. Oh, I got some on me and I got some right here, so that'll do the trick. Just go ahead and split some of this stack up here. Actually, I gotta get a hold of my other things first. Let me go ahead and fill up some empty cells with some water, and I think that'll just that'll do the trick for now. Now, one thing I find interesting anyway is shortly when I actually start having some bees, you can get their wax of certain species of the bees and turn it into basically these capsules, and you can fill it with any kind of liquid. Even, you know, other oddball liquids that aren't normal, not just water or oil or something. There's other things as well. And pretty much you don't have to waste any of your tin, which is pretty cool. And it's a renewable resource in this manner. I think I only need one of these now. Yeah, that'll work. And a bit of sand. And anyway, you can set up a whole factory to automatically make all this stuff for your, you know, by itself. You don't have to really, if I don't want to anyway, I don't have to really keep an eyeball on any of this stuff if I don't really want to, because later on I'll set up a factory for it all and it'll do its thing. Okay, I think it pretty much just said, hey, I'm good to go now, and I'll let it go ahead and do its thing. I think for the moment I may actually stick another engine on this thing just to go ahead and let it you know, do its thing a little quicker. So I don't really want to wait for this thing all week. It isn't going to take that long, really, but it would take a while to get going if I didn't put stuff in it. Maybe it also needs dirt. No, I think that's an ejection slot only sort of thing. In a minute, this thing will start warming up and doing its thing. So I'll be back. I thought it was a bit possibly power hungry, so I may have overpowered it, and suddenly I walk away for a minute and everything is grown. Well, that's fine with me. It just makes it a little quicker. But anyway, the way this thing works is after it builds all its peat and stuff, it will sit there and, well, pretty much... This stuff's got to kind of ferment or something of that sort before it will actually do anything. It can't be used yet until it's sat around for a while, and it has to be within a block of some water. So you could actually do this by hand if you wanted to. Just put, you know, a block of water and surround it with 8 pieces of peat bog and sit around for a while, and it would eventually turn into something you could use when you dug it up into a peat-fired engine. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a couple of these guys off and stick it in on top of that thing. And probably also need a chest too while I'm at it. Just give me this thingy here. And go ahead and put this whole mess together. Now, I can go ahead and put Buildcraft pipes and stuff on these things, and pipe anything I want to and from them just fine, too. So that'll be cool, too, when I decide to go do that. But I'm going to have to do that a little later. I'm just trying to get the basic, you know, mess going for now. So I'm not going to turn that on until some of this stuff has actually started doing its thing. While we wait on that peat bog to do its thing, let's go ahead and make some peat engines. These things, peat-fired engines, are right here. Pretty easy to make these things. Just need a bunch of pistons and a whole bunch of copper and stone and cobble and crap. I need to grab a little bit more cobble than that, but you know, it's fairly cheap. Supposedly, the peat-fired engine is basically it's equivalent to a steam engine, which is, you know, those cobble engines I've been using lately, except it can burn on the peat, which lasts a lot longer, and that's going to be pretty nice. So I need a whole bunch of sticks to get me going right now. 40 will do the trick, because I'm going to make 10 of these engines. And then I need to go ahead and turn all these things into stone. And I got 10 stone gears. Actually, I need 20 stone gears, so 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3 off of there. Okay, there we go. And this should work decently enough. Now later I will actually be making some, once I get the rest of my farms up and some of the stuff automated and stuff, I'll make some other kinds of engines. There's some biofuel engines and stuff, but I gotta have a lot more things for that first. Next I need to go ahead and upgrade these things to copper gears, and that's like a weird path because they don't usually go through copper, these gears, but forestry allows you to do that just for these engines. So I need my pistons here, I think. Glass there. I wonder if I need copper on top. Yes, I do. So let me see. Go ahead and stick 10 copper in all these. This thing's expensive. Now, one problem with equivalent exchange is I can't pull copper or tin out, so I'm going to have to actually go mining for this stuff eventually. Piggy? What are you doing to me? Okay, there's my 10 peat-fired engines. Now, let's see, where to put these things? I'm going to probably have them all in this central room somewhere, and I'll have them in a, you know, a nice spot with a bunch of stuff coming off of them. I might put them like right here or somewhere centralized. I was probably going to put a workshop here somewhere, and someplace I'm going to put a bunch of engines. This right here looks like a decent enough spot to me, so I think I'll stick them right around here. and I'll probably have to change the orientation or something later. Shift. Yeah, I definitely need to change an orientation. Wow, this is going to be a mess. So I'm going to have these just here and there, more or less. Let's see, how do I want to do these? Ah, damn rat, right when I'm about to record something. Go away, jeez. Alright, anyway, this is looking pretty good. Just need to throw on some switches and stuff. And I'll probably have some sort of automatic system to fill them up eventually. I'm just not ready for that yet. Let's see, hopefully I didn't screw this thing up epically. I need to go ahead and reorient these things. I'm hoping it'll use the standard Buildcraft thingy jigger wrench, I believe. Let me double check, make sure I can remember or figure out how to use it and make that thing. W-R-E-N. Okay, I think it is probably this one. Okay, 3 iron. That's simple enough. Whip out a little bit of iron here. 3 iron there. Some pipe throw on the floor. That's fine. And the stone gear. Now, hopefully this thing will work. Blocks, tell me you work. Well, honestly, it's not going to make much difference, and yes, it works, but I need to go ahead and make a bunch of pipes and stuff to connect this thing to. See, I got some glass here, and I need wood pipes at first, and I need to whip out some more redstone. I'm currently real low on materials, so I'm just going to use the Buildcraft thingy here. Probably in the future, when I'm not so horribly destroyed for time because of work and stuff like that, I'll probably try to stop using this thing altogether if possible, except for big builds like this place. But we'll see later. See, I got some of this stuff here. I think I only need 2 probably. And put that there. Okay, that'll work. That'll give me a total of 16 of these things. I need 10 of them, and I need them to be redstoned. So next, I need to have some. I don't have much gold at the moment, so I'm just going to use some stone pipe for the moment. Not too much, probably. Let's go with this much to get me going for the moment. See if that's enough. Probably not, but whatever. So go ahead and use the stone conductive pipe and see where that gets me. Wooden. Okay, here's the wooden. Here's the stone. Okay, now hopefully I can get this whole mess to work right. And looks like I might have a problem. I'm not too sure if I can pull 1 engines off of this the way this is set up. I doubt it. I'll probably only be able to pull 1 engine off like this, so I'm probably going to have to move this whole setup. That figures. But let's go ahead and see if this thing connects. Yeah, that connects. And that connects. Good question. I might be able to pull 2 engines off of 1 wooden conductive pipe. That would be good news. We'll see when I get a chance to figure that out. So that's that, and I just gotta pipe this stuff around to different places. So I guess I'll go ahead and pipe this stuff onto the ceiling and stick it right up into that those 2 machines I went ahead and built up there. That'll work. I'll probably need a little bit more pipe for that, but we'll see. Maybe not. I probably got enough for that. Just need to get my butt down here and use my shovel. Okay, get over here. And I'm going to, okay, that 1 machine is right there on the center. I'm probably going to pump it right through that block next to it. I might have to move the engines out of the way or something later. But I'll probably be doing that shortly. Maybe a little later. I gotta get some peat together first. See, do I actually want it that close? Because I was going to do something special. I may actually move it 1 block away because I actually have a plan. Later, if I can do it, I plan on having like a set of switches I can hit, and it'll be able to turn off the power to any one of these machines up here. So in order to do that, I'd have to have a block extra up there between the conductive pipe and the thing I'm trying to power. That way I can have a special pipe that'll act as a valve or something there. Though I don't know for sure if that has been stuck in Technic at this version. It might be there, it might not. Or there might be something equivalent. But anyway, this stuff is taking forever. So this right here is what I need, I think. You can dig this out by hand if you wanted. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick, see what happens. That gave me a dirt. Really? It just gave me a dirt? What the hell? Oh, okay, there it is. It was in the hole. Okay. And one thing of peat. Okay, that'll work just fine. This is going to take forever. Okay, I grabbed a couple pieces of peat just to do some testing with, so I'll just chuck that in here. Now, this is where the peat goes, and this is where ash comes out, because it's a byproduct of burning the peat. So, go ahead and hit this thingy, and it doesn't have anywhere to go with this power just yet, so anyway, it's trying to burn it anyhow, so it's still doing its job. And, well, that's good news so far. Actually, yeah, you can see a little blue line right in there every now and then. That's a little bit of power being generated, but it doesn't have anywhere to go yet, so, well, later. Oh well, I'm gonna wait around and, you know, keep building this thing up and see if I can get some more of that peat going. It's gonna take forever. Well, looks like enough of this peat bog has gone, done its thing for me to go ahead and do a little bit of testing anyway. So I'm gonna fire this thing up and see what it does. So anyway, it will be cutting out peat from here and there and sitting it down this tube right here. And I went ahead and connected the engines up to this pipe here and right to both of them at the same time, because the test I want to run is to see if I can just run like 2 or 3 engines and have these things going like all the time. Now if you look through here, there's a whole bunch of peat coming out of here. I think I got a current problem though. I'm also supposed to be getting dirt out of this too. And this particular chest, or this not chest, this particular pipe is hooked up specifically and only to the engines, and so I don't know if I'm getting my peat back, or I mean, I know that peat's going in here, but I don't know what's going to happen to all the dirt. But it looks like it was staying up there, so I kind of wonder if I just need to stick like a chest or something next to that thing and see if it'll decide to deposit the dirt in there or something. I'll just attach it to the pipe somewhere at the bottom and see what happens. Maybe it'll store the dirt in there or something. I don't know. I'll just stick it like right here and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get dirt going that way. But anyway, all these are connected straight up to this pipe here, and so the peat's going right into the engines. So that's pretty cute. So I guess I can go and fire up a couple of these and see what happens. First, I want to see if I can get a connection on both sides of this pipe here. Hopefully. Yeah, it kind of looks like it might be. I'll just turn this thing off and make sure this one also is pumping. Yep, okay, that's good. One wooden conductive pipe can share 2 engines. Probably share more than 2 engines, but that's pretty cute. Now let's see what this thing decides to do. I'm really confused. Actually, I think the dirt's supposed to go in here. So the dirt may not actually come out of this thing at all, which honestly would be good news. And it might get stored in here and probably this chest I got here. Eventually. Now, I can see here that the bog earth is going down. Maybe it just replaces it now? I'm a little confused at this time. I'm not familiar with this extremely just yet. So, maybe it just leaves the dirt there. And you only get the dirt if you dig it up. That's generally my guess. Okay, well that makes some sense. And I guess I don't need to mess with that extra chest except for to keep overflow, because eventually this thing will likely overflow all my engines, and I'll end up with more peat than I can store in an engine, because they only hold like a stack each. But it'll take a while for that to happen, I figure. And also, these things will eventually give me some ash, but it's got to burn at least 2 pieces of peat to give me a piece of ash. So a little bit of a power plant going there. Should work. I'll just keep an eyeball out on it and see if if 2 engines is enough power for that or not. Okay, well, I tried it with 1 and it didn't look like it was enough, so 2 works just fine. Now, I figured out what happened to all the dirt. It goes into this chest I've stuck next to this thingy. If the chest fills up, it'll put the dirt in here, or if you didn't have a chest, or pipes, or whatever. It probably and hopefully will take the bog earth out of here too. So I may actually just set up a couple engines just for this setup here, dedicated permanently on all the time, and you know, that ought to be fun or useful or something. I don't know if I'll do that or not. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go check on the thingy upstairs. Well, this next floor is coming right along, creeper included. And looks like I just forgot to give this thing enough nether brick again. So anyway, this will hopefully finish up this floor anyway. And pretty much determine this thing kind of builds whenever and whatever it wants to, in a way. Like, it'll just build bits and pieces of it here and there if it's got the materials for it. If it doesn't have all the materials, it'll just sort of stop sometimes and sit there until you finish up, you know, giving it the rest of the materials. Like, it'll build part of the place, but it'll just stall after a while if it doesn't have everything, even if it's got other things it needs. But I just needed a whole bunch more of this nether rack to fill in the nice floor pattern, but it'll get going a bit quicker as soon as this thing is done and, you know, these things are heated up. Anyway, I see I got my bottom floor, the 1, 2, 3, and this will be the 4th floor, and I need a total of 6, so I'll just have 2 more on top of this, and that'll be it. The top one is actually a tree farm. I actually may only need 1 more of these, because that's going to be open, pretty much. And that'll work pretty nicely. So I'll go ahead and finish that stuff up off camera and things. So then I'll eventually cut off all the scaffolding and crap, all this dirt everywhere. Anyway, next time I'll probably be working on this entrance right down here, and I'm going to do something a little special for that. And if I got any time left after that, I might start putting some other things inside of this place. Well, see you next time. Later.